If there's one thing that Spurs are not guilty of, it is being consistent. We are, you know, all over the place. That's how it's been for quite a long time now. And I don't expect that to change very soon. But I do expect it to eventually change because I don't feel Antonio Conte will have the shenanigans that may have been going on before, because he'll just say, get out. He'll just say, no, you can leave. Hey, NarendraTheComic here right now. We're just going to be talking about the Spurs game today against Leeds. Now, Leeds are a very good team. Marcelo Bielsa, a very good manager. They have a handful of incredibly talented players, but I do feel they play in a way which allows them to be got at, while at the same time they go and attack other teams to the nth degree. When you look at it, Spurs didn't exactly play badly in the first half. We just didn't play well. It was very boring, unenergetic, uninspired. And Leeds deserved to be 1-0 up by the end of the first half. They pushed, they pressed, they were putting everything on Spurs, and eventually they got the goal, which was indeed the goal that led to their demise, because Antonio Conte must have absolutely ribbed these motherfuckers at halftime, talking all the type of nonsense, talking the bakwa, saying, you're gonna come off if you don't start running. You're gonna be fired if you don't start going after the ball. I don't even know who you are, so like, Winks, why are you on the pitch in the first place? And if Spurs can sell Harry Winks for 20, 30 million pounds, I say get it gone. Get him gone. Get it done, because he doesn't fit. He's not good enough for the squad. I don't think he's even good enough to be a squad rotation player. He definitely shouldn't be starting, and if Skip was not suspended, you know he'd be playing, because he is just better technically than Harry Winks. He is Harry Winks, but better, with better ball progression. That's what we need. Spurs came out in the second half a completely different side. A game of two halves is how this game would be described, because Leeds were in charge in the first half. Not dominating, but they were indeed the better side. Spurs destroyed Leeds in the second half. It was honestly the best football we've played all season. When we were there for 30, 40 minutes, it was amazing to watch. I felt like for a moment we'd gone back to the early Pochettino days, like 2015, 16, the part we were growing into what we would become, which was Champions League finalist losers. That's just what it is. But I will say I was very impressed with how the team came out. It was incredibly un-Spursy of them. And if you don't know what Spursy means, Spursy is what Spurs are. They're very flippant, they're very flamboyant sometimes, but then they never get the job done. They flake, they lose, and that's what Spurs are a lot of the time, most of the time. Throughout my entire life, basically since the 60s, maybe you could say the 80s, this is what we have become. And it's what it is, we cannot change it. But, as I said at the beginning there, Conte might be the person who might be able to just push the needle a little bit towards maybe being less loserish and maybe being a bit towards the winning side. You never know. You can hope, you can dream, and I'm dreaming. It did seem like a nightmare though when the first half did end, because the players were booed off the pitch. That's never a good sign. That's exactly what happened when Nuno was sacked. So I'm sure when Conte was walking back, he thought to himself, ooh, I gotta do something here, because otherwise I might be gone in a couple of days' time, especially now that the United job being open with Oli no longer at the wheel. There was a chance in my head that I thought, you know what, Conte might just slip out to United for one reason or another, but I do feel Spurs are in a better position than United are right now. United have a bunch of unbelievable players, but I think when you look at the structure, when you look at the facilities, when you look at the opportunity Spurs has to grow compared to United, I think Conte could do something very special at Spurs, and maybe that's what happened at half-time. He stuck his finger all the way up their noses, I'll be light with it, and he got something else out of them. He didn't change the formation, he didn't put on any subs, he just said, you need to put more energy into this. You need to start running, you need to start doing what you're paid £200,000 a week, £100,000 a week to do, which is score some goals and don't concede anymore. Is it that hard to ask? I don't know. According to Conte, no. And the boys came out for a fight in the second half. Within a minute, we'd hit the post. Within 5 minutes, we hit the post and the woodwork. Within 20 minutes, we hit the post, the woodwork, and the post again. And finally, we got the goal. So it's unbelievable how just talking, I'm sure it was a lot more than just verbal sparring. There were probably some not safe for work words thrown in there as well. And that's what's sometimes necessary. You need to just throw it at them and say, you are messing up. you're not doing good enough. And I think Spurs have been like that for most of this season. Yes, we've had problems. Yes, most other teams have had problems. But when you look at it right now, you have to say, 4 points off the top 4, a third the way through the season. Is it the end of the world? No. 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 A run of good games and we could actually be 3rd or 4th. Now, I'm not saying Spurs are going to finish 3rd because I think Chelsea, Liverpool and City are basically stapled on, pinned on to be 1, 2 and 3 in whatever order it may be. I'm leaning Chelsea. For me, I'm saying Chelsea. I don't want it to be Chelsea. I'd much rather it be Liverpool. I'd much rather it be City than Chelsea, but I'm thinking it's going to be Chelsea. But that 4th spot, it's up for grabs, man. Don't put it past anyone to be really shit. Spurs have been shit for a long time. United have not been playing particularly well. Leicester, I think, are in the bottom half of the table, so I don't know what's happening. What I do know is we could be in a lot worse of a position. And if we were just a little more consistent, we might be in a better position. But we can't change the past. We can only look to the present and hope for better in the future. And I'm telling you, 4th spot, it could happen. I know, that's so open-ended. It's so, like, non-committal. But it could. I'm not saying it will. But it could. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Antonio Conte himself gonna come after you. No, you really don't want that. No, you really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You've been Grant. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing every day for over 1,000 days now. We ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. So hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. Also bring the podcast. Podcast means nonsense in Punjabi. We also bring that. Bring a lot. Bring a little. Do a lot. Do a little. But we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More of the same. Slightly different. But essentially the very same. Once more. See you then. Skadoosh.